You know, when you deposit money in the bank, it's something most of us do without a second thought, right? But what if I told you that simple tap on your phone kickstarts an incredible hidden journey? A journey that actually powers our entire economy. So let's pull back the curtain and see what's really going on.
All right, so you make a deposit, a number changes on your screen, easy. But have you ever really truly stopped to think about what happens right after that click? Where does your money actually go? What is the bank doing with your hard-earned cash?
Now, I know what you might be picturing. A huge steel vault, right? Piles of cash, like something out of a heist movie. And look, that's a common image, but I'm here to tell you that's not really how it works. In fact, it's pretty much the opposite. Your money is on the move.
So, instead of thinking of your bank as a dusty old storage locker, think of it more like a bustling Grand Central Station for money. Your deposit arrives, and it's immediately routed to its next destination where it can have the biggest impact.
And this is the big idea, the real key to all of this. A deposit isn't just about storage. It's an act of trust. You're entrusting the bank with your funds, and in return, they put that money into circulation, turning your savings into an active player in the whole economy.
Okay, so puts it to work. What does that even mean? Well, the main way they do this is through a really simple but incredibly powerful concept, lending. This is the big mission your money goes on right after you deposit it.
It's basically a three-step dance. Step 1, you put your money in. Easy enough. Step 2, the bank takes that money, pulls it with everyone else's, and lends a chunk of it out. And step 3, the person who borrowed it pays it back over time, plus a little extra.
You know, if you really boil it down, it's kind of like lending a trusted friend $20 for a project they're working on. The bank just does this on a massive scale, acting as the ultimate matchmaker between people who have money saved and people who need it now.
So who are these people borrowing the money? Well, they're probably your neighbors. It's families buying their first home. It's that entrepreneur down the street starting a new coffee shop. It's students trying to pay for their education, or even your whole town funding a new library. Your deposit, your deposit, helps make all of that a reality.
Right, that little extra we mentioned before, it's got a name you've definitely heard, interest. And interest is a two-way street. It's the fee you pay to borrow money, but it's also the reward you get for letting the bank put your money to work.
Let's look at both sides of that coin. The interest borrowers pay is the fee for the service of getting that loan. On the flip side, the interest you earn is like a little thank you from the bank for letting them use your money. And, naturally, the fee borrowers pay is always a bit higher than the thank you that you get. That little gap in the middle, that's how the bank keeps the lights on.
Okay, this all sounds pretty neat, but it probably brings up a huge question in your mind. If my money is being lent out to someone else, what happens when I need it? How can my money be in two places at once? It's a fantastic question.
The answer is a really clever balancing act. See, banks don't lend out every single cent. They are required to keep a fraction of all deposits on hand. This is called a reserve. So for every dollar you deposit, they might keep, say, 10 cents ready for withdrawals, and then the other 90 cents can be loaned out.
And that small portion they hang on to is carefully calculated to cover all the normal, day-to-day withdrawals from all of its customers. I mean, think about it. It's pretty rare that everyone would need to pull out all their money on the exact same day at the exact same time. So this whole system is really designed to get the best of both worlds. It lets your money go out into the world and fuel growth while making sure it's right there for you the second you need it for groceries or an emergency. All right, we've followed the money from your account out into the world and back again. So let's bring it all home. What does this whole journey actually mean for you?
Let's just recap. When you make that deposit, a few amazing things are happening all at once. 1, your money is safe and you can get to it when you need it. 2, it's out there helping other people achieve huge life goals. 3, you're earning a little bit of interest. And 4, without even thinking about it, you're a part of fueling the entire economy. Not bad for a simple deposit, right?
So maybe the best way to picture it is this. Your bank account isn't just a passive container, like a piggy bank. It's more like an active gateway, connecting your own personal savings to the needs and dreams of the wider world.
So yeah, that simple act of depositing money has a pretty amazing and complex journey. Kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other parts of our everyday financial lives have these incredible hidden stories just waiting to be explored?
And of course, before we go, just a quick reminder that this content is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Thanks so much for digging into this with me.